my dears, in love and light. What do I think about archangels? You may want to know what I think about them, or not, but here's my opinion. Now, people often refer to archangels, and they draw strength from these characters, these personalities, and refer to them in conjunction with helping them heal or asking them for guidance. Now, I always struggled, my ego, my human and egotistical self, before I started working on it, struggled quite a bit with the concept of angels. And I think because of the religious connotations, the religious perceptions it would evoke in my mind, and I didn't like the idea that there were individuals out there with wings on, maybe a halo or something. But then that's just something that religious doctrine would give to you to accept and expect you to accept. And we all find our own truths differently. And upon pondering the topic of archangels and angels, my intuitive guidance came upon the idea that these are angelic beings rather than beings out there with wings on. Now, many of you may have got past these notions, but I'm just saying them for those who aren't quite there yet, and wondering whether angels are real and what is the true nature of angels, perhaps. So, how I came to accept it was thinking about beings that have ascended to a very high vibration, who are angelic in nature. They're extremely positively polarised and very service to others orientated, so incredibly service to others. And they don't need to appear in a certain form, because as we know, spirit can appear in any form they choose. When we make contact with loved ones passed over, the medium who does a reading for us will often tell us that will describe our loved one in terms of them looking much younger than how we knew them or how old they were when they died. Spirit can choose to appear how they want. So, although there are characteristics of certain archangels, I don't believe their characteristics are set in stone. They can appear to us perhaps in different ways and different methods, and tailor their messages for us, of course. Now, you may wonder why these famous angelic beings can speak to everyone at once. It's a bit like Santa Claus. How can he get round everyone at night time? I'm not saying I believe in Santa Claus, but with these angels, how can they communicate and channel through so many people at once? So, upon pondering this, I came up with the answers in my mind, my own truth, which resembled a bit like something in The Matrix, my favourite film, of course. So, living in a creation which is one infinite being, one infinitely intelligent, energetic, information-based being that we are part of, and we are tiny individual portions of that infinite being. If you imagine that infinite creation as some kind of immense program running, and we are little sub-programs running within. If there was a program running, a bit like the Oracle in The Matrix, if you have seen that movie, she's a divine, all-knowing being that has risen to a certain level in her existence. Now, if there was a program that had the ability to transcend time and space, like spirit can, but in the most dynamic and intelligent way, that because time isn't a factor, because space isn't a factor, they can get round everyone. Their consciousness is divided between lots of different points of attention. If there's 10,000 people on the earth at one time calling upon Archangel Michael, he could divide his point of attention in 10,000 directions. Because time isn't a factor, he's probably infinitely intelligent and has the ability to focus his personality in all those places at once. So the thought of, well, everyone's speaking to Archangel Michael, it it doesn't negate the validity of the experience, because this being likely has the ability to point his attention in many different directions at once and help to channel information. Whenever you receive your answers, you're channeling in some way, you're opening up. Now, these different archangels, they seem to have different kind of characteristics assigned to them. You would call on a different archangel for a different purpose: help or guidance or comfort or inspiration in a certain mode of thinking, a certain area of expertise. Now, I use angel cards quite frequently. So here's a pack of angel cards, and within those you have the various archangels. Now, if you were to pick one by chance, as we were talking about Archangel Michael, okay. So if you were to pick one, you can look at that card and think, what are the characteristics of that archangel and how does it apply to me at the moment? Look at your context right now. What are the messages I need to observe? That would be that consciousness, that program running in creation, that individual contacting you for a moment to let you know something that you need to know. That being has its own signature in reality, and you've attracted communication from that being because it's what you needed at that moment. All one with creation. Even these archangels, one with creation, just like you are. And you attract that communication. Not that they are above you in some hierarchy of importance. Not that you need to feel super special and lucky to be able to communicate with one. No, we all have the right for that. We all have the right to do that. So let me go through for you the characteristics of each of the archangels and when it's good to call upon them. Archangels are spoken of in numerous religions, and they have been brought forward into our modern metaphysical ideas. The word archangel derives from the Greek word meaning chief angel, a leader of angels. Archangel Michael is the one mentioned in the Bible as an archangel, and Raphael is mentioned as an angel. Then 7 archangels were first mentioned by Pope Saint Gregory. That's Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Simiel, Orphiel, and Raguel. Modern metaphysical and New Age style spirituality talks of a whole host of archangels. For example, Jackie Newman here lists 16. Doreen Virtue shows 15 on her website, so if you want to learn about all of those, perhaps head there. Different New Age practitioners will list slightly different names in their list of 7 archangels, but here's the 7 that I'll list. Archangel Michael. In the Bible it's told that he defeated Satan. Call on him for protection, strength and stability. Archangel Ariel occurs in the Hebrew Bible and Jewish and Christian mysticism. Call on this angel for help with creativity, self-expression, and getting closer with others. Archangel Gabriel foretold the birth of Jesus in the New Testament. Call on him for opening up for truthful expression, that's emotions and ideas. Archangel Raphael in the Christian tradition performs all manner of healing physically, mentally, or even from a broken heart. Call on Raphael when you're not feeling too good. Archangel Uriel, found in Hebrew traditions and certain Christian traditions. Call on Uriel to become an open and free-flowing channel of information, also helping your intuition. Archangel Metatron, known in Judaism as the recording angel or chancellor of heaven. Call on him for clarity of thought, illuminating your way forward, clearing confusion. And Archangel Shamuel, mentioned in the Kabbalah, call on him for motivation and enthusiasm, increasing your life force and giving you energy. Make of these what you will. If they give you strength and comfort, then all is well. Now, you can even think about these archangels in terms of extraterrestrial beings perhaps, beings that have souls that are far in advance of any incarnate being on this planet, and they've come here to help with their special abilities of being able to focus their attentions in different directions. They're a gift to this planet. Imagine they're assigned here to help raise the vibration. Now, by raising your own vibration, you can communicate with them more easily. And this goes for any angelic beings. You may have an angel or 2 or 3 or 4 that follows you about, or you can call on, that's not super famous amongst everyone. And by raising your vibration through meditation and inner work and finding inner peace and happiness, and there's various methods to do that. That's for other videos, many different other videos on YouTube. But by raising your vibration, you can easily get in touch with these angelic beings. And you can get in touch with the archangels, as I've listed, because it's your right to talk to any of them and gain their special wisdom, as they've been sent here to impart. That's their job, that's their mission, and you can have some of that too. So don't forget to click subscribe if you're not already a subscriber to receive regular spiritual inspiration on your journey through life. Like and share also, because we're raising the mass vibration together. So go now in love and peace.